finally decided to upgrade the backyard, and we went with the Funsicle 14ft Oasis Designer Pool about a year ago, and it's been under this tarp and safe and sound. First step is we had to get the ground flat and ready. We had to bring in some extra sand, which we like to grab from Lowe's because they'll give you the big contractor size bag, and it's way cheaper than buying the individual bags. Definitely recommend checking for rocks and sticks, any of your kids' toys, because you don't want that underneath the pool. We also put down a different tarp than what came with the package, just because we wanted it to have a little bit bigger space around the pool. This liner is even better in person. It's got this dark double color on the side and this like bright honeycomb on the inside. It actually feels fancy, which isn't really a word I would use for a backyard pool. But then it was time to build the frame. And Funsicle uses the SmartConnect system, which is basically just a plug and play. You click the poles together, no tools, no drama, just a little click. And I was able to do most of that myself. Luckily, it's very simple. What you have to keep in mind is using this T piece for the final piece. Once the frame's all clicked in, it's time to pull up the liner. I initially tried to do this by myself, but quickly discovered that it was a lot more difficult than I assumed. So teamwork makes the dream work. Of course, our phone fell. Scratch and corrosion resistant. So we will let you know how that goes at the end of a Florida summer. It comes with the ladder, a 2-in-1 skimmer filter, and pump that's super easy to hook up. We had it running in like 10 minutes after we got the water in it. The SureStep Ladder is sturdy and not at all sketch, which is super nice with tiny humans. And there's a maintenance kit that has a vacuum for you to vacuum the bottom of the pool with. Also a cover, which is dope if you have trees or birds or bees, which we discovered in the pool the next day when we forgot to put the cover on it. Apparently, they really like the pool. The ladder may have taken us the longest time to put together, but we had time because the pool was filling up. And then we went around to make sure that all of the poles were standing upright and the bottom of the pool was pushed out flat so there weren't any creases in it on the bottom of your feet while you were swimming around. Nowhere for dirt to get caught. It did not take us as long to fill up as we thought, just a few hours, and by the next day, it was warm enough for all of us to enjoy. 14-foot size is perfect for our family, and especially if you are teaching kids how to swim because they can pretty much touch the bottom. So that's our Funsicle setup. Legit, sturdy, and actually looks pretty great in the yard.